Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm here with my boy JohnnyKpicks for another live show. How you doing, bro?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good, good. Getting excited finally to get the fight, a fight card back. After having what 2 out of 3 weeks off.
Yeah, man. Like it's been messing up my whole system. Week on, week off, week on, week off. It's like, come on, guys. Like I was like hoping for a break, like when we had like 8 or 10 in a row, but not
Right.
after one.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't even make sense. I think we get 6 shows in a row though
Yeah,
from here on
I think
out.
5 or 6 for sure, and they're going to be really good ones. I'm looking forward to a lot of them. At least like 4 of them out of the 6.
Definitely, definitely. This card's like a sneaky card. It's still pretty good. This one,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem that great, but it's actually got some pretty decent fights on it. So a couple I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
Uh,
not a
wh-
lot of like super like big star power, if you want to say, but I think there's a lot of fun fights at least, and I think there's going to be a lot of violence. So,
Definitely, definitely, especially in that small cage.
yep.
How'd you? I think we already went over on the last show how we did
Hmm.
on the other card. So I guess we can probably skip that.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I real quick, I went like 6 and 5 on my picks, and I lost like 1.65 units. So not the greatest, but I've had worst, or
a lot.
I had worse nights than that. So I'm okay with that.
Right. I seen a lot of people lost on that
Hmm.
card. It was a tough card. It was a weird card. I thought the Dern fight kind of killed me. I went
Yeah,
3-2 on my bets for plus 0.85 units, but if Dern could have got that sub, I would have won almost 5 units, man.
yeah.
So
I would have been in the green if Dern got that sub too. I mean, it's close. She had it a couple times, like you said. So
yep. Yep.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we're watching it live on that fight companion, man. It was a
yeah,
super good fight. But man, I thought she had that arm triangle locked in. I think it was in the second round, maybe.
yeah, I think so too.
I literally started counting my money. But yeah, I made plus 0.85 units. I won plus 0.85 units the week before, but that makes
Okay.
I've won 5 weeks in a row now, and 8 out of 9. So I'm trying to add on to that and
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
up
as
to
long as
10.
you're in the green, you're killing it. So
Right, and it's like you said, it's been tough, dude. Christoph Jocko. I mean, that
ugh,
was a bad bet.
that was a very bad bet. But I didn't see it going that way. Like at least not that quick and that
Right,
dominating, if you want to say.
right.
But I thought it would go to decision and like Allen would squeak out like a split decision or something if he won.
Right. Yeah, because you just don't. I mean, Jocko with the black belt looked good against GM3, all that, but yeah, man, that was terrible.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was my
terrible.
worst bet of the night. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it anymore because
Yeah.
that's how bad it was.
Dude, I feel you on that. Let's go
Oh,
to
you're
the
good
chat.
though.
Let's go to the chat. We have Patrick from Addicted to Combat with the first real comment. He said the first of 6 UFCs straight. Which fight on Saturday are each of you guys looking forward to the most? What's up, Patrick?
Ooh. What's up, Patrick,
Every
man?
Everybody check out Patrick's Addicted to Combat, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. He does outstanding work, wins all the time. I'm sure you've seen him on here with a couple shows, and he has a show tonight after ours with special guest Liam Picks Fights. So everybody go
Yep.
check that out when
I
we're
think it's
done.
at like 10:30 Central Time, so 11:30 Eastern.
Yep, I'll be watching at work as long as my freaking reception comes in. I have good reception. But yeah, I think I'm looking forward to Askar versus Royval myself.
Yeah, that's my number one for sure. If I had to pick something other than that, I mean, like, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of fun fights, but I'm not really looking forward to like maybe Jonathan Martinez and Cub Swanson. I just want to see
Yeah,
how that plays out because I'm really interested to see how Swanson looks on the scales with
right.
being a bantamweight. So we'll get into that later though, but that one's my second one.
Yep. And I wanted to let everybody know too. I'm going to do a T-shirt giveaway tonight. It's going to be one of my Blood Money MMA shirts. I only got large and extra large right now, but they're like big for their size, like, and they're real thick, nice shirts. So whoever wins, you can pick from a large or extra large, and if it don't fit you, I guess you have to get it to somebody else. But I'm going to make a bunch more. I'm going to. My girlfriend's going to go to the shop and help me get a bunch of them made and stuff, and it's going to be nice. But
Nice.
we'll do a question and we'll do something for that towards the end of the show. We got our boy Papa
What
Chuck
up,
in the
Papa?
house. What's up, Papa Chuck? Appreciate you coming out as always, man. Thomas Manzarino says, hello, everyone, and good luck with your bets.
Yep. Good
Thanks
luck
for
with yours
joining
as
us.
well.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Thomas. Good luck with your bets too, man. Everything. Appreciate you coming to the show, hanging out. Here is our boy CJP UFC bets Carlos. He said, "What's going on, y'all?" Said, "Ready for another great show and talk UFC with some super lemon hosts. Anything lemon, I'm loving."
He's got the best freaking weed names ever.
Dude, super lemon haze. Anything with lemon, and I'm in. Anything with the lemon names, I'm in, man. I love it. Everybody go check out CJP UFC Bets 2's channel. It's our boy Carlos. He just started doing his breakdown videos. Go check him out. Give him a like. Give him a sub. He knows his stuff. He's good at this already, and he just started. So, I think my eyes are messed up. Does it say nag, bro? I'm trying to quit smoking.
Probably meant like nah, bro.
Oh yeah. That sucks to quit smoking. Been there, done that. I did not like it. Thomas said Grasso for the win. Yep. Wolf Tickets MMA bets. What's up, man? Thanks for joining us. He said the Grasso finish lines in 3, 4, and 5 are money. I predict
I like him.
5th round sub. I'm with you on that. That's some sharp bets. Saba, he said, guess who's back, ladies.
Shit.
Talking that shit already. Now it's awesome to have you back, Saba. I must be on like a little break from school or something. So that's awesome. Sub said, thanks again, Cody, for them awesome Panini cards, man. Nice start for the collection for sure.
Yep.
He definitely. Yeah, man. You know how he's the biggest Sean O'Malley fan in the world, so I threw him in a nice Piotr Jan Topps Chrome. So now he's got to root. If you want that card to be worth a bunch of money, you got to root for Piotr, and it's already worth some money. But yeah, man, appreciate you getting in our contest and winning that. And it did. It took about a month. I had to send them cards to Belgium, but they got there, and luckily Saba's got some nice cards, doing a couple extra ones in there. So a nice Ilya Taporia because he's got some Georgian blood in him. So Carlos said, "Let's ride." Luke said, "Hey, what's up? What's up, Luke?
What's up, Luke?
Appreciate you coming out." Oh yeah, we got our boy Eric Betts.
Oh, a legend.
Yes, man. Everybody go check out Eric Betts Fights YouTube,
for sure.
Instagram, and his Twitter. Kills it, man. One of the nicest guys in the game too, and knows his stuff, and does awesome bets, nice, good prop bets too, everything. So everybody go check his stuff out. Awesome guy too. And Saba said, I sent that Piotr Yard back to Ohio. So I said it packing. That is funny, man. So yeah, let's get into these fights. As you know, well, here, I'm gonna go to the first fight just because we get a couple of these little junk ones out of the way. But you know, my fights are always out of order. First fight of the night is Mike Jackson and Pete Rodriguez. And I will let you break this one down.
This is gonna be fun to watch. I hope nobody bet this fight. I'm gonna go with Pete Rodriguez here, but I mean, anything can happen. I'll be honest, because Pete hasn't been past, I think, the round. Let me look real quick. Round 1 for sure, and I want to say maybe within 2 minutes. Yeah,
of round 1.
2 minutes 34 seconds. Oh, 45. 2 minutes 45 seconds is the longest he's been in a ring. So, I mean, this is going to be a weird fight. I'm going to pick him to win, maybe by first round knockout, because I don't think Mike Jackson's that good either. And yeah, that's all I got. Like, it's going to be a really weird, dumb fight.
Yeah, this fight would be lucky to headline, you know, an LFA or something. To be honest, like a combate or something.
Yeah,
I don't even know if it would.
I don't think it would. I think it would be like in the prelim somewhere, or maybe like the main card opener.
Right. Yeah, man. I was looking at that. I just like everybody else, you know, that under 1.5, but I just get nervous, man, because I just think everybody thinks that maybe Rodriguez is just going to come out and dust Mike Jackson. But he's a striker. He's got a little decent slick striking, and Rodriguez, I don't think is going to try to take him to the ground. And if they're just striking, he's got decent striking. He's got enough to stay in there and possibly not get knocked out in the first 2 minutes. You watch him. The last guy he fought, Dean, what was it? What's his name? Dean something. That dude was like
Dean Barry, yeah.
Dean Barry. He was like a kickboxing world champ. So he had some legit striking background. You know what I mean? And he was still having trouble. He was getting hit a little bit by Mike Jackson. Like, he got countered a couple times. Granted, he did drop Mike Jackson a couple times, but I would rate his striking a whole lot better than Pete Rodriguez. Pete Rodriguez has fought terrible people. I wouldn't put my money anywhere near this fight, even on them over-unders props, to be honest, because you never know with
No.
these dudes, because we haven't seen Mike Jackson just get knocked out all quick. We've seen him get dropped against Barry. I mean, Mickey Gall took him down and submitted him. But other than that, so I would just stay away from this fight. I'm taking Pete Rodriguez too. I'd second round TKO, but I would not bet anything on this fight. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Jackson somehow pulls off like a decision win or something like that, because Pete gas himself out in the first round, and then he just, he can't get Pete out, because Pete's pretty tough.
Yeah.
I mean, he took a beating against Jack Della Maddalena, but Jack is good. JDM. I can't even say his full name. It's like Jack Della Maddalena. It sounds
Mike Jackson's also going to have 5 inches of height here and 1 inch of reach, but you know what I mean? That could keep him away from the cage and stuff. Keep him away from taking the giant shots. And I was watching Pete Rodriguez regional scene and against JDM, and his striking was not that great. He's just fighting really low level dudes, and he's got some power, and he throws hooks and stuff with both hands, but he's not all that technical and that great. So I'm taking Pete, but man, I'm staying far away from this.
Yeah.
Fight.
I mean, if you really are that degenerate and you really want to bet this fight, I mean, I think throwing a little bit of money on Mike Jackson
would be the way to go.
I mean,
to be honest, because like
I can't do it. Minus 700 is like my heart's like, what are you doing, you idiots?
adds no value. And like Pete Rodriguez is only in the UFC. It's not like he earned his way in. He came in on short notice to fight JDM. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's not like this dude earned his. So both these dudes shouldn't even be in the. Yeah, this is really not a UFC fight. But I just want to see how it goes. I do think Pete Rodriguez gets him, but it's like, man. But Carlos said Pete Rodriguez is a lock. Could possibly be Euphoria MG. What's up, bro? He said, let's go. Miguel's in the house. What's up? He said Pete is not that bad. Lost last time out, but he was against a decent opponent, really good opponent.
Great opponent.
Mike is just really trash. He was getting rocked multiple times in his last fight. Yeah, I would agree. Eric Betts Fight said, I cashed Mike Jackson at plus 750 against Barry. Not sure whether I'm going to take a shot on the lightning strike.
Honestly, Eric, if I were you, you already money on him. Throw a little bit more on him again. Why not?
Especially you got him out. You already hit one at plus 750. MPTV, what's up, bro? He said Pete Rodriguez might be better on the ground than Dean Barry, though. Yeah, that's definitely true. And Mike Jackson's ground game is pretty trash. Carlos said Mike Jackson is trash in seriousness. Yeah. I seen a tweet, dude, where somebody put that they had fought one of Pete Rodriguez's training partners on his team like 2 weeks ago, and he said that like their coach was in there drunk. He said the guy was drunk at the weigh-ins, drunk at fight time, and then was saying that like their team's really unprofessional and like it's like a lower level of everything. So I mean, to be honest, I didn't see where Mike Jackson is training. He's out of Texas, though. I know. I think he's from Texas, but yeah, man. Pete Rodriguez just kind of got in there, you know what I mean? Into the UFC because of a short notice, not earned. Saba said Dean Barry was a former kickboxing champion and lost to a bald journalist. Damn, life is tough. Yeah, man.
Mike Jackson fights at a 4-ounce fight club, which is in Houston, Texas.
Okay, he's got any good training partners?
Pineda. Daniel
Pineda.
Ike Villanueva.
Okay, so he's at least it's a good team. It's at least a UFC quality team.
Those are about the only guys I know.
Okay.
So I mean, at least they're UFC material. I mean, at least they were at one point in the UFC.
Right. Yeah. Youthforia said this weekend is stacked with boxing and UFC. Yeah, boxing's definitely live this weekend. Wilder, you got Haney versus Gambosa. Some good fights, man.
Nice.
I wish them would have been on last weekend,
right? Give us something.
Sports. Yep. Carlos said, I'm a Wildcat. I put him in my parlay. He could hit. I mean, he should hit. He should. Yeah. And Pete Rodriguez should win this fight because Mike Jackson is not that great. But I don't know, man. It's just tough. It's
just scary. I'm not saying it's a bad bet, but it's just really scary for me to put him in a parlay when he's so low level, but so is Mike Jackson. But we like we said, Pete should win this fight, but we just don't know. Right,
definitely. All right, we'll move on to this next fight. Yeah, MPTV. In fairness, Dean was whooping that butt. He was. He was.
He
He
was,
was.
yeah.
He was. I would think Dean. I don't know. Dean. I got to see more of Pete Rodriguez. It's like it sucked that he came in and had to fight Jack Della
Yeah.
off the rip, because it's hard to tell how good somebody is, because I believe that kid's a savage. So
Yeah.
but I don't
Nobody
like
wants to fight him.
Yeah, I don't like Rodriguez being that small though. Saba said, I'm going out tomorrow night with my mates and also Saturday for my birthday. Happy birthday, Saba.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Good birthday on that Saturday, bro. Let's get into the next fight, man. We got CJ Vergara versus Tatsuro Taira. This is going to be an excellent fight. I'm actually pretty high on both these guys. I like CJ Vergara because he's such a dog. Pretty good, well-rounded mixed martial artist. Obviously, he can be taken down, but he's got a good scramble game getting up. He sets an excellent pace, throws great inside and outside leg kicks. Good body work throughout the fight. But dude, the kid that he's fighting is Tatsuro, man. This kid's good. Super well-rounded, only 20 years old, out of Japan, or 22 years old, I believe. He's 11-0, but he's like what, 20-0, including his amateurs, you know. So that's a nice little run. I like his boxing. He actually has decent little power. Everything he does with his what is it? His leg, body, and head kicks. Everything this kid does. His grappling's good. Like his striking's good. I like his grappling better, right? He's got decent takedowns. He was having a little bit of problems taking Candelario down in that first and second round, and then they played out kind of close in that. But by the third, when he got him down, dude, he was pounding him with elbows. He almost finished that fight. I don't know. I think this is just I got Tatsuro winning. I got him by decision. Maybe he could get him like a sub somewhere in there. But Vergara, man, he's been fighting for a long time. So he's pretty good veteran. I don't know. I think this fight's going to play out closer than the line's telling you. But I'm going to take Tatsuro to get that decision, just because I feel like he has the grappling advantage. So even if it gets a little dicey standing up, he can take the fight to the ground, get some ground control, get some ground and pound, and possibly a finish. But like I said, Vergara is super tough, dude. He's a junkyard dog. And at this price line, I can't blame anybody that would bet Vergara, because you're getting good money and you're getting a junkyard dog. So what do you think on this one?
Yeah, no, pretty much exactly what you said too. I'm on Tatsuro too. I do think I was very impressed with his UFC performance against his last opponent. Like, he looked very composed. Usually, like, the UFC debutants come in, they look like Zellhuber. Like, he looked like he didn't want to fight in there, but he totally did. Like, he was the exact opposite. He showed a little bit of his striking, showed a little bit of his grappling. He's a good all-around fighter. I think his grappling is a little bit more like along than his striking, but if he uses his grappling here more so, I think he'll be able to pretty much, like, I don't want to say like dominate this fight, but I think that's his path to victory, is use his grappling, keep this fight on the ground. But like you said, he's been around the block. He's very solid. He's got good wrestling if he wants to. Very tough. I don't see like a knockout or anything here, but like you said, maybe Taira gets a late sub, like a third round sub or something. Right. But if he like just backpacks him for like a whole round, maybe eventually he'll get that sub or something like that. But I'm going to go with Tatsuro. Like I said, I have him in a bet, one of my parlays. I think he's going to win this one. It might be a little bit closer than the line says, but I'm pretty high on this kid. I think he's really good. So he's very well rounded, like I said. So I'm interested to see this test this time to see if he passes or not. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I didn't put him in any bets because I just want to see. This is one of them big tests for a young kid like this, especially he doesn't have the greatest competition. He's fought some decent people over there in Japan and stuff, but he doesn't have the greatest competition. But man, this is where you get to see a 22-year-old prospect that's going to be in there with a legit junkyard dog. So we're going to see his heart. We're going to see everything. We're going to find out a whole lot about him in this fight. But yeah, man, the biggest thing that I checked out, I looked in a couple of his fights. None of them, he's got a couple decisions, but he's got a lot of finishes. He's got 5 different subs with 3 different chokes. But I wanted to see that cardio, man, and it checked out majorly in that Candelario fight.
True. He didn't look like he was gassed one bit. Like, he looked like he can go another 2 rounds easy.
Yep. So that's what I really like. So yeah, I'll go with Taira. But man, this is going to be a dogfight because them first 2 rounds against Candelario were close. They were tough. You know, he dropped him, I believe, in the second round. Candelario, he had him hurt, but it's like I think Vergara is tougher than Candelario.
I think so too.
Kind of just a tiny bit better than him everywhere. So
Yep.
this is definitely going to be a good scrap. I can't wait because it's 2 prospects, man. Both these dudes are good.
It's like CJ's really good everywhere. Like not really good. Like he's solid everywhere, but he's not really good at anything. So like I just think Taira has more potential in the grappling department. That's why I went with Taira here.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Saba said Taira should win, but I hope this time he doesn't only focus on the finish. Yeah, last time he was going for it, but his striking looks good. It's that straight right. That's what I was looking for earlier. My brain got messed up because I was looking at his leg kicks, but it's a straight right, man, with good power, good precision, speed, accuracy. This kid's really good, man. Oh, James and Amy, what's up? He said, "Hey
James?
Guys." He said, "How's it going? Let's win this weekend." Definitely. After that weekend off, man, we need it. We need this. Our boy Pike is in the building. What is up, Pike? He said, "Feel like CJ could be a good dog." Yeah, he's a dog. He's gonna fight for your money, dude. That's at least you can get that for sure. Carlos said, "Let me get stairs by sub or decision." Stairs.
I'm gonna say that is Taira.
Taira, but dude, is worse than my.
It must be like an autocorrect.
Dude, you see on my phone, it autocorrects everything. I end up looking like I got Down syndrome by the time I send a message on tweet, even on Twitter, and I don't ever go like read it.
Yeah.
CJ said Tahara, not stairs. Okay. James, we like CJ here. We got a CJ person. I can't blame you, dude.
Yeah.
Junkyard dogs, man. If you can get them at the good enough price, they're definitely worth it. Vergara better not gas again or he's getting choked. Yeah. Yep. He did slow down just a tad, even against Ode a little bit.
And Kledson too in the third. Like Kledson slowed down in the second and then
came back hard.
And then he came back hard in the third. But I still think Kledson won that fight. But
I just rewatched it again. It was super close. It was
close.
It all went on that first round, and that was back and forth. But I had a bet on Kledson, and I was pissed. I thought it was a robbery, but then rewatching it, Vergara might have won that first round just based off of volume, man.
True. I mean, like I didn't think it was a robbery at the time. I knew it was close, but I still thought Kledson won.
Yeah, it seemed like he landed the bigger shots, and plus winning that third round usually very convincingly like that would usually ways. James said Taira is still very young, and sophomore fights are always questionable, especially against a junkyard dog.
Yep.
Jenna Doyle, what is up, Jenna?
What's up, Jenna?
He said, "What's up, guys? Good to see you. Good to see you here too, hanging out, man." Oh, our boy Any Action Effie is in the house. He said, "Let's go, Misha. Alonzo under 1.5. Let's go."
Please and thank you.
Yeah, everybody go check out Effie's pages for Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Man, he makes great breakdown videos. I believe he just put his breakdown video out today. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that when we get done with this. I'm gonna listen to it on the way to work. So everybody go check out all that stuff. He's good. They're good. Him and his boy Martin. So everybody check that out. And I need that Misha Alonzo under, baby.
It's my biggest bet of the night. I got 2 bets on. That's why it's my biggest bet.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. That line was way off. Sophie, what's up, Sophie? Yeah, it is. What's up, Sophie? Said, "What's up, guys? Let's get this.
What's up, Sophie?
Let's get it." Saba, I'm not betting anymore, but Taira, Menifield parlay plus 105 is tasty. Plus money on that is good. Jenna said hi. So yeah, let's get into this next fight, and we have Piera Rodriguez versus Sam Hughes. Who do you got here, Johnny?
I'm gonna go with Rodriguez here. As some people may know, I'm not the biggest Sam Hughes fan. I will say she does look better than her previous fights when she first came in the UFC. Once she got into Fortis MMA, she got some wrestling abilities, and she's strong. She's got good takedowns. On the feet though, with her striking, she's not that great. And I think that's where Rodriguez is going to take over this fight. If she can stuff those takedowns early, and even if she does get taken down, I think she can get back up and work her way back up. But I mean, I just think Rodriguez is better than like Elise Reed, and who else did
Nunes?
Sam Hughes. Nunes. Well, Nunes is a very good striker, but she's got 0 ground game, and that was her downfall. Right. I think Rodriguez has a better ground game, and maybe just not as good as a striking as Nunes, but I think it's way better than Hughes. And I think It's going to be closer than the line says. I'll tell you that. I think this should be closer to a pick 'em, but I'm going to go with Rodriguez with the striker. That's what I usually go with. If it's like a grappler versus striker, I'm usually the striker guy. So I think Rodriguez will win, though. I think she'll be able to stuff the takedowns at least in the second and third rounds, and I think that'll play a big part in this fight. So I'm going to go with Rodriguez, probably by decision, obviously.
Right. Yeah, man. It's weird because I think I'm with you. I think this fight's like a 50-50 fight.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I bet on Piera Rodriguez versus Kay Hansen. I thought I was going to be more impressed when I went back and watched that fight, but she was not impressive. She wasn't really impressive to me in the striking. The grappling looked good, but I mean, not in the first round when she got put on her back. She had no answer to get up. But in the second round, she reversed one of the takedowns, got on top, looked good, and got a takedown in the third round. But even when it was standing, she wasn't really separating herself. She was real low output. She throws good combos when she does throw in combo, but it just seemed like she didn't throw that much in that fight. But I like her striking. Like I said, she's showing pretty decent offensive and defensive grappling. But Sam Hughes, I don't like her striking defense, but I like her at plus 170. You know what I mean? Like, I think this fight's going to play out close. She's looked really good. Since Sam Hughes has went to Fortis, she's looked phenomenal. She's used her wrestling game. She said that when she was training up there in Washington, that like her camp was super toxic. It just wasn't good. She really wasn't learning much. And since she went to Fortis, she's looked good. She's a junkyard dog. She fights with really good cardio. She has a good jab. She has decent body lock takedowns, but it's her cardio and relentlessness that help them takedowns. Good pressure and pace, pretty good ground and pound when she gets on the ground with elbows. She almost ended Nunes within like 10 seconds getting her on the ground. Then she finished Elise Reed, which Elise Reed ain't terrible. I mean, she's got that win over Corey McKenna. So I just think that, and Sam Hughes is going to be a little bigger. She's going to be 2 inches taller with 1.5 inches of reach. So that's going to help her even with the grappling and everything. So, although I do kind of favor Piera, but I think it would be like minus 125. Like, I think this fight should be really close.
I like that line better than I would bet Rodriguez if that was the case.
Right. But when she's minus, 210.
170. I think she's like 170 range. Yeah.
Well, I bet one unit on Sam Hughes at plus 170. So at that time, like,
okay. So you got an early line.
Yeah, she was minus like 215. Like, and I'm just like, this does not seem right.
No, that was terrible line. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and she's going life and death with Kay Hansen. I don't see why a bigger, Kay Hansen's small too. So I don't see why a bigger, way better looking Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes looked way better in the last 2 fights than Kay Hansen's looked in her whole career. So I just think she's got a really good chance. And I'm going to take Sam Hughes at that plus 170. I know it's came down some now, but yeah, man, I just think that she has a chance to win this fight. It's not, I don't think Piera Rodriguez is like a championship fighter or nothing.
True.
He's a good fighter, a good solid fighter. They're both like 30 years old. So, yeah, man, I think the line should be closer. So give me that plus 170.
Yeah. Another thing.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say another thing too, that I forgot to mention is, Rodriguez does have decent wrestling. So if she goes for the takedowns, I think she can get Sam Hughes down. And I'd be interested to see what happens there, because we haven't seen Sam Hughes like on her back too much. She's the one that's usually doing the grappling or wrestling. So I think Sam Hughes' takedown defense is like 40% or something like that. So, I mean, it could happen maybe like late in the second round, like Rodriguez starts going for takedowns instead, and that'll nullify all of the advantages that Sam Hughes is going to have. So we'll see. Right.
I like Sam Hughes' size though, being 2 inches bigger, 2 inches taller, and 1.5 inches of reach. And then her cardio of just weighing on Piera. Like Piera's a slow start. Both these girls are slow starters, to be honest. If you go watch, Hughes was getting pieced up by Nunes. I mean, in her other fights, like she fought Tisha Torres real on short notice, but she was getting pieced up by Nunes, but Pierre lost the first round to Kay Hansen. They both kind of start slow, so it's kind of might be whoever wins that first round. You know what I mean? Because
it'd be a good live bet spot. Whoever you think won that first round, just bet it.
Yeah, so
it's gonna be close. It's gonna be either like close to a pick'em, or maybe if Rodriguez wins, like then don't bet this fight.
I was thinking, dude, if it gets down to a pick'em, I'd never really do it, but I could have just hedged my bet and make like if Piera got down to like minus 130, I could make $40 just by betting 130 on her either way.
Yeah,
but yeah, let's see. Sophie said Piera all day, which I do think she might be a little better, especially in the striking. So I see why she's a favorite, but such a huge favorite. Did you watch Champions League bets, Johnny?
No, not after yesterday's debacle of a day. It was such
Right.
the weirdest soccer day of all time. Like, I'm like, nope, I'll wait till Saturday to do some English Premier bets.
Got you. Yeah. Dirty Red said Taira Menifield hits. I like that. Carlos, tough fight to call in, but with Rodriguez by close decision. Got our boy.
I think it's going to be close no matter what.
Yeah, what's up, BCS Express? Thanks for joining us, man. Hanging out. Said good evening,
what's up, BCS?
Yep. He always has great picks too and great information. So Saba MMA. Saba says, I'm also going with Piera. She had a good debut against K. OnlyFans merchant like Johnny. But a lot of people were picking against her. Yeah, I picked her. I won in that fight. That's what I'm saying. I liked her in that fight. Here, just the lines went, but that fight was almost a pick 'em. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot, like if Piera like minus 135, 130 or something, where here she's just a bigger favorite. I think that Sam Hughes would beat Kay Hansen. You know what I mean? Like, who do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. I think Sam Hughes would beat Kay Hansen. I don't think Kay Hansen's good.
And then Kay Hansen and Piera barely beat Kay. It was 1-1 going into the third, and then Piera got a takedown with like a minute 30 left, dude. And it was close to the.
This fight might play out exactly the same way. I'm going to be honest. It might. These guys, like the fighters are so. They have their advantages and weaknesses, I guess, if you want to say. But like, I think it's going to be so close. Like, I mean, if you want to bet it again, I think the underdog is the way to go. If you want to bet this fight, like I'm not touching this fight on anything, not even the over. And I like the over, but it's like minus 300 now.
I like that over a lot too. Wolf Tickets MMA bet said Hughes is tough, has good cardio, and fights for your money. That's what you got to ask for in a plus 170, dog. That was I mean, I knew Rosa had a chance, and I mean, dudes like Tybura and all that, they're all gonna fight for your money. And if you can get them at giant dog price, almost like Cub Swanson, he's a fucking junkyard dog. Like he's gonna put everything he can. James said he likes Hughes. Dog thinks she's barking. Mike says Hughes looked good against Reed, and even though Rodriguez beat Hansen, she looked to struggle off her back in the first round against Hansen. Feel like Hughes is a better wrestler than Hansen plus money. I like that, Pike. I'm with you. Dirty Red said sometimes they bark and still lose. I hope this isn't one of them times. Definitely. Justin, what's up? He said,
Justin?
He said, I got Pete, Victor, Brito, Dusko, Jordan, but not to go the distance in second round to start main event. You reckon it a hit? I mean, I like them.
I like them all. I would pick them all. I'm just really worried about that Rodriguez Jackson fight. I just don't know what's gonna happen.
Right. Yeah.
But I like the other ones for sure. They should all be good.
Yep. James said Fortis MMA will have a good game plan for Hughes to win the fight and give Piera first off. That's what I like. I like where she trains. Ever since she went to Fortis, dude, she's been a whole new fighter. Has looked great and come in with the right game plans and stuff to wrestle early and all that. And she's super tough. That's what I love about. I mean, Piera's super tough too, though. Herb Dean, the gold standard. What's up, bro? He said, you and a few other people talked me into betting Hughes by decision plus 225. I like that because I don't see her finishing Piera.
Yeah. I mean, that looks juicy to me. Like I might even throw some money on that.
Nice. Yeah. Plus 225.
And
it's a women's fight. And Hughes is a junkyard dog. So definitely take a look into that Man City versus Liverpool game, Johnny.
Yeah.
I like
it.
TTS. Okay.
Both teams to score. Yep. I like that too.
Yep.
A lot.
I don't know anything about soccer. Nothing.
I'll look into it. I'm probably do a Chelsea bet as well. You know me, so.
BCS Express said Justin betting against the Beverly Hills Ninja has been a good strategy. Definitely, 100%. Pike, I'm liking Hughes versus Rodriguez. Go the distance. Menifield money line minus 103. I like that.
Yep.
That
should be good.
Yep. Anything. Cub Swanson was at the press conference having Dan Argueta talk for him, and he said he wanted to save his voice. Yeah. Yeah, that was funny, dude. I think he's just so cutting weight, dude. He don't want to use any saliva to talk or nothing, dude. I don't know, man. It's something.
That's what I'm scared about, dude. I'm telling you.
Yep. Jake Burston. What's up, Jake? Said Hughes is a live dog. I'm staying away. Lots of traps on this card. Menifield KO under 1.5 is my only sure thing. Yep. I like that.
I like it a lot. Our biggest bets of the night.
Yeah. Yep. Sophie Simpson Noon's gassed. That's why she won that fight. And
Yeah, she did.
Reed takedown D is terrible. That's why she won that fight. Piera don't have bad cardio or bad takedown D. Well, we don't know that yet though, because she hasn't really fought anybody good. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, she to be
honest, she didn't even look good.
Jay Hansen's takedowns, but
yeah, she's supposed to be a striker, but even on the Dana White Contender Series, she had to get takedowns to win that fight, and then she had to get takedowns. And dude, her being smaller than Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes is a big ass strawweight, dude. 5'5", 64.5 inch reach. Some of these girls are like 5'1", with like a 62. Like if Sam Hughes fought, what's her name? The little what's it, Poppins? The girl I just said that
McKenna.
Yeah, Corey McKenna. McKenna's like 5'1" with like a 61 inch reach, like
a 58 inch reach.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah,
it's under 60. I know that.
But yeah, man, I get it though, because Piera does. I like Piera as a fighter. Like I said, I bet her against Hansen, but the line, I just feel like the line was off. Let's see, Miguel said
soccer bets.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was that yesterday or today? Because my soccer bets, man, like it was so weird. Like 5 out of the, I want to say 9 matches went to draw, and then all the matches didn't go over 2 goals, and like it just messed up all my bets. I'm like, this is the weirdest day ever. I'm not betting until Saturday.
Sounds like the most boring day ever, man. Or good defense.
I mean, there was a lot of like there was a couple red cards, and like it was just a weird day, dude.
Crazy.
Doesn't really happen like that.
Yeah. This Sam Hughes bet is the only bet on this card that I'm like, it's going to be a close fight. But I mean, like I said, at plus 170, I had to take that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad bet, especially at that line for sure.
Yeah, I definitely think that it's going to be a good fight. Close. All right, next fight we're gonna do is Joe Anderson Brito versus Lucas Alexander, and I'm gonna let you start this one off.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with Brito here. I just don't trust Alexander on super short notice. I know he's got decent striking. I don't think I'm not 100% sure if he has like a good ground game, but I just saw his striking, and it's pretty good. But I just think Brito is gonna just kind of, I don't want to say steamroll, but he's the kind of fighter that likes to come in. He has one mission, is to finish you like early. And I think it's going to happen. Well, either it's going to be like ground and pound knockout or just on the feet. Cause we saw he has power on the feet against, what was it? Feely? He knock him out, right? Okay.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be like that. Like, I can't trust Alexander's cardio, especially after the first round. And Brito's going to push a pace. He's aggressive. And he's pretty tough, actually, too. But if he tries to go too crazy, though, then that's the only worry that I would have, because he does kind of gas if he does that. But I think he'll be okay with this one. I think this is going to be an easy win for Brito. Like, I don't even know why they have this fight. I didn't even put it in my, like, when I did my video, I didn't even have it in there because I didn't know they were going to do it. But then I put my little breakdown in there. But I think Brito wins this one pretty easily.
Yeah, man. I'm with you on it. I just think that Brito's more well-rounded. I think he could get the sub here. He's got good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu. He's super tough, good striking, well-rounded everywhere. Alexander's got good striking, KO power and all that, but that's not really the way to beat Brito. Usually,
you got to gas him.
Yeah, and I really think that this guy's on such short notice coming in that Brito's going to be able to work. Like, Brito's actually going to have a way better gas tank than him even. But that guy's been submitted before, and I think that Brito can submit him. Brito's got really good BJJ, so I'm not putting any bets on this fight just because. So who knows? But I'll take Brito. Brito will be my pick.
Yeah, actually, I did do a money line bet. I think I saw it at minus 365, and I thought that was pretty decent for a short notice replacement fight. Right. I think Brito's going to win this, and I bet you that line's going to close at like minus 500 or higher.
Right. Yeah. Pike said Brito to get it done by first round finish. I like that. So Brito's super aggressive, man.
He's super aggressive, yeah.
Like you said, he's just always going for it, always going for that finish. Saba said, "You guys doing a companion on Saturday? Not this Saturday." Mm-hmm. I'm not. I know. For 280, I got to go to a wedding and stuff. So.
Plus, it's early.
Yeah, we're gonna do one though coming up again. We're gonna do it either on
Yeah.
Johnny's channel or Patrick's channel or something, and have a. It was a good time. I had a great
Yeah.
time, man. I
Yeah,
had a
we can
great
maybe
time.
do it like was it Vegas 63 after 280?
Yeah, who? Which one's that one?
Let me look.
Maybe even the freaking Orlando one, dude. That's gonna be a good
Yeah,
card.
that's
I just
gonna
was.
be in
I was looking at.
December, I believe.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was looking at tickets. I almost bought 2 tickets to that, but I
Oh,
looked. It was like
nice.
a 13-hour drive.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit off. I wouldn't do it for
Yeah.
that.
Yo,
Let me look real quick and see if I could find what is.
Carlos said he's going with Brito here and possibly by finish. No bets though. I like that.
Yeah, I
Brito's a
think it's gonna be
finisher
by
too.
finish. Maybe second round, early second round, but I think there will be a finish for sure. It's gonna be Qatar versus or Cater. I always say Qatar. Cater versus Allen.
Oh, that's a good one. We can do that
29th.
one probably.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
don't
at the
mind that.
Apex?
It is gonna be at the Apex, yep. And it's gonna start at 4 o'clock Eastern.
I like it.
I don't mind doing a companion on that one if you want to. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm down. Got to check the schedule, but I'm sure I should be good.
Yeah.
Carlos said definitely going with Brito here and possibly by finish. No bets though. Like that. Saba said 280 gonna be lit, man. I'm ready for Dubronk's masterclass. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have like 5 units on Oliveira. I know it.
Hey, man, I can't blame, dude. If it keeps going up, I see it's going the other way again. I'm gonna put
I
more on it
know.
too.
I saw it at 150. I'm like, well, there's a unit right there. So now I got 3.5 units on Oliveira. So I bet you I'm gonna at least have 5.
Nice. Yeah, I got.
I don't, you know what? It is. It
2.25
is
so
what it
far.
is. It is what it is. If he wins, great. If he doesn't, hey, I'm just supporting my favorite fighter. Okay.
Right, and he'll be back. He'll be back. All right, let's move on to this next fight in the middleweight division. We got Nick Maximov versus Jacob Malkoun. This fight is going to be a good grappling match. Watch it end up being a striking match between two grapplers after I say that. But both these dudes, excellent wrestling. Both these guys, good jiu-jitsu, really good jiu-jitsu. Both of these guys got mediocre striking. I would actually lean the striking to Malkoun.
Yeah.
I was rewatching him with even AJ Dobson. Decent striking, he's got a good chin. He was getting hit with some pretty good shots and still took him. I know he got dropped by Phil Hawes right away, but that's Phil Hawes hit him with a giant shot.
Yeah.
Phil Hawes would beat up Nick Maximov too, but
yeah.
I just like Malkoun here. I think that it's gonna be a lot of wrestling, a lot of scrambles. Because like I said, I actually favor Malkoun's striking. So I think that Maximov being the bigger guy is gonna want to wrestle. But Maximov seems slow when he wrestles. Like that's why it seemed like he got beat in that scramble against Petrosky and choked out because he's the one that took that shot. But Petrosky just spun around the back, then went around and took the darce. He was just so much quicker than Maximov because Maximov's big. He's big for middleweight. But I think that Malkoun, you've seen his scrambling ability and his wrestling against Brendan Allen, and obviously we know how good Brendan Allen's jiu-jitsu is. So if he can stay safe with Allen and be on top of him for most of the fight, I thought he beat Brendan Allen. I'm not gonna lie, it was a super close fight, but I thought he won round 1 and 2. But if you can do that with Brendan Allen, and Brendan Allen's even bigger than Nick Maximov, you know what I mean? He's 2 inches taller than Nick Maximov with about the same reach. But I love his jiu-jitsu better than Maximov. Allen's a finisher. So I think Malkoun's going to be, when it comes to this wrestling in the scrambles, I think Malkoun's going to be the faster guy and end up on top. And I think that he's going to get this win. I think he's got better ground and pound than Maximov too. But I just think the speed in the scrambles is going to allow Malkoun to end up on top in this fight a lot and get a lot of control time. I don't see Maximov finishing Malkoun. So give me Malkoun. I got him at plus 135 as the dog, and I got 1.85 units to win 2.5. I like him by decision too. Who do you like?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Malkoun. I was going back and forth in the beginning, but after watching like a little bit of tape of Malkoun more so, I started liking him a little bit more. I think, like you said, I like his jiu-jitsu better. I like his scrambling abilities better than Maximov. If he does get taken down, Malkoun, if he's on his back, I think he can reverse him and be on top. The only thing that worries me is kind of what happened in the last fight of his with Allen. He was on top for the majority of the time, but he just didn't do too much, and he let Allen up a lot. So he needs to make sure he stays on top control and keeps him down there and just do a little ground and pound, do something more. And if he does that, I think he's going to win this fight pretty convincingly. But it's just that one, is he going to make adjustments? Did his coach or team tell him, like, this is what you need to do? Like, you won that fight, but if you would have done this, you definitely would have won that fight. Something like that. And like you said, on the feet, I like Malkoun's boxing better than Maximov for sure. So, I mean, it's going to be a close fight. We'll see what happens on the ground. We just don't know. Like, they're both really good wrestlers, but we'll see who gets taken down first, and we'll see who gets to reverse and who doesn't. So I think it's like 75% of this fight's going to be on the mat. So it's going to go to decision. I don't see a finish either way. I just don't think Malkoun has the subs that are, that he can get, and I don't think Maximov will either. So they're both tough guys too. It's going to go over. So I'm going to go with the underdog. I'm going to pick the value side. I know it's crazy, guys. I'm going to go with an underdog. I'm going with Malkoun.
Don't let Dirty Reg hear you say that. Oh, man. Bunny Hunter said, my favorite show. What's up, guys? What's up, Bunny Hunter?
What's up, Bunny?
Appreciate you showing up as always, man. It's supporting. Effie said, going with Jacob. Maximov's still green on the feet.
Yeah.
Should be able to do well in the grappling. Yeah, it's going to be close. Like you said, with the Malkoun, was it his ground and pound against like Dobson looked pretty good, against Al-Zak looked pretty good. But like, it's hard to get ground and pound off against Allen because he's constantly trying to submit you the whole time. You know what I mean? He just don't lay there and let you posture up and do all that. He's trying to get you. And I just think that this is going to be a good fight.
Maybe that was the reason why he didn't do anything, because he was worried about control. But he did get swept a couple times, and then he kept letting him up. And I'm like, dude. Like, I had a bet on Allen, so it was close, but I was just like, that's why you lost. You just kept letting him get up, and you just didn't do too much when he's on top.
Right. Saba said Malkoun got robbed against Allen. He did, and if you can beat Brendan Allen, you can beat Nick Maximov, because you've seen Petrosky choke out Maximov that quick. What do you think Allen would do to Maximov? You know what I mean? Like, Allen's choking him. If he did that,
pretty much the same,
Yeah, and look, Maximov went. That's what I was worried. Yeah, Maximov looked great against Allen though in the jiu-jitsu. Like, he wasn't even close to getting submitted or anything. Carlos got Malkoun. Avery, what's up?
What's up, Avery?
Tapping in. Great work every week, gentlemen. Thank you, Avery.
Thank you.
Man. Appreciate you as always, and the compliments. Pike said, I like Malkoun in this fight, training partner with Whitaker, and after Maximov's performance last time, I can't take him. Yeah,
I think he just got caught in that Darce or Anaconda, whatever it was. Petrosky's a savage, dude.
Yeah, he's good.
He's a great one-round fighter. I remember putting $5 on a first round sub, and I hit it. It was like it was like plus 2,000. It was insane.
I remember that. Bunny Hunter, I don't think we will have a lot of dogs barking this weekend. I think very few still studying. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't pick a lot of dogs, but I mean, there could probably be like 2 or 3, I would say.
Yep. James said, we like Malkoun, another dog barking. Maximov kind of overrated. Diaz guy.
Yeah. He just has really good wrestling and takedowns, and he's really good on top. And that's about it. Like, I just don't see any striking with him. He doesn't really have a lot of subs.
Right.
Like, I don't see any potential there. You know what I mean? Other than like the wrestling side, unless he made improvements, who knows?
Yeah. I seen. Did you guys see when Nate Diaz said Maximov could beat Khamzat? He said, I got Nate's like, my boy Matt Nick would beat him. And Nick's like, he's smoking a joint. He's like, what? Like, this ain't where I park my car, man. I gotta go. DCS said, LOL. Yeah, that was a funny thing. Like, Maximov's like, what? Like, we didn't talk about this. Yeah, Maximov's going to be bigger, but Brendan Allen was way bigger too. I think the speed of Malkoun is that's going to help him in them scrambles. That's what helped Petrosky, dude. When they hit the ground, Petrosky was so much faster than Maximov. It was pretty wild. Dirty Reg, very close fight. Similar fighters to me with the wrestling game. Yeah. So it's 50-50. That's why I like Malkoun, and I get them dog prices plus 135. I'm taking it. Dirty Red said, I picked Maxi in his last 3, faded Malkoun in his last 3. I can't break my trend. Maxi for me, but it's a super close. Yeah. Derek, what's up, man?
So
He
Derek,
said I keep catching the funds available for my 401k, checking the funds. I'm waiting for the Blood Money MMA Bets Fund, 5,000% annual return. Yep.
that'd be insane.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to go on a 20-week winning streak. I'm on 5 right now. I'm building my way up. All
Let's
good
go.
bets. All good bets. And I talk with Derek on my Instagram all the time. So, and he knows what he's talking about. Let's see. All right. Next fight is going to be Raphael Assuncao versus Victor Henry. Who you got here, buddy?
I'm going to go with Victor here. This is like one of my locks of the night. I think he's just going to cruise to either an easy decision or like a second or third round knockout. I'm going to go with a second round knockout. I think he'll push the pace on Raphael Assuncao. He's getting up there in age. He's been knocked out the last 2 times. He's lost his last 4. He's 40 years old. Like there's just not a lot of good coming on that side. And I just think it's going to be more of the same here. And Henry looked amazing in his last fight. He wobbled Barcelos a couple times, and Barcelos is tough as hell. I just think he's going to get that knockout. Maybe late first, early second, or even a third round. It's going to be some time he's going to get it because he pushes a crazy pace. He throws a crazy volume for all 3 rounds. Like this guy's cardio is insane, and he just doesn't stop. And he's going to melt Assuncao like after 3 minutes of the first round. So. Give me Henry. I got him in a money line parlay. I got the under 2.5 at plus 130. I really like that bet. I think it's a little sneaky. I think it's going to happen like in the second round sometime, early second.
I love it. Plus 130. What did you say? Plus 135?
Yeah, 130.
I love it. I'm with you. I didn't bet that, but I love that bet because and that's enough to play you. And you got to parlay that or nothing. Plus 135. Nope. Victor Henry, like you said, the shots that he was hitting Barcelos with, Assuncao at this point in his career is not taking them.
Nope.
He's got the great wrestling and that like he's going to be able to if Assuncao does try to wrestle or anything, he'll be able to defend all that. I like Victor Henry here a lot. I got him in a parlay. I got one parlay this card, and I think it's the safest parlay on it, and it's Victor Henry and Alonzo Menifield. I just say
there you go.
But I think both of them guys get the easy victory. But
yeah,
I'm with you. You broke it down perfectly, man. Victor Henry should get this win, move up in the division, and keep having some excellent fights because that fight with Barcelos was excellent, and he was on short notice for that. And you've seen Barcelos. It's not like Barcelos got old and it's just not good.
Barcelos looked great against Trevin Jones. Great.
Yeah. Saba said bad news. I have to go. Need some sleep because I'm bit ill, unfortunately. Bit ill. Catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by, Saba, man. We appreciate you. And,
take care, man.
Get some rest and get better, dude. Riyadh says, is there any way Grasso or Araujo get the sub? I think Grasso could get the sub. I think
Grasso could.
She almost subbed Macy Barber, and she did sub JoJo Calderwood. Like she was close 2 different times to sub in Macy Barber, arm bar and arm triangle. So she starts.
I can see it.
Mm-hmm. Miguel said Raphael looks a little chinny, so I think Victor finishes him with the first 2 rounds. Yep, with Johnny there. That's a good bet too, Johnny. I was looking at that. I was thinking about that too, and that's just a good line.
Yeah, I think it's coming down a bit too. I think I saw it like plus 120. So some money's coming in on the under here. So
it should. Carlos said Henry all day. Assuncao hasn't won a fight in 4 years on a 4-fight win streak. Got him in 2 parlays. Yep. I like Henry as a parlay. I think he's super safe.
Yeah.
Pike said Assuncao has fought better opposition, but he's 40 and his chin doesn't look to be great. Yep. Saying that, I think Henry wins unanimous decision in this personally gut feeling.
If he does, it's going to be like domination, unanimous decision.
Yeah. Dev, the Dizude, what's up, brother?
Appreciate
you showing up, man. He said, "What's up, mofos?" Yeah. Dev's everybody go check out Dev the dude. His YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, man. He's a funny dude. He's got all your tips on all your fights, region stuff, everything, man. So check out Dev's channel.
Always puts out his videos early too. So
and we're gonna get him on one of our pay-per-view pre-shows coming up here in November or December for sure. One of them. So Jake is here, or James, sorry. James said, we're with Johnny here. Henry under 2.5 rounds and Henry outright.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it. That's a good tip right there on that Henry under, man. Assuncao will always be the last guy Garbrandt KO'd. Henry about finished on my parlay. All right, we got 33 people in here. Everybody, if you can, man, hit that like button. We're gonna do the giveaway right now.
Okay.
So what it's gonna be, to me, this is gonna be who can type the fastest, because most real MMA people are gonna know this one kind of easy off the bat. But this weekend, whoever gets this right, like I said, types it in first. I'm going to send you a large or an extra large Blood Money MMA t-shirt. I'll get one out and show you here in a second. The question is, okay, there's a fighter on this card that can only hear 10 or 15%. Who is that fighter? If he can even hear that much, and he can get no help from his corner or nothing. He's fighting off instinct. Who is that? Whoever can answer that first can get this.
Is it Mike Jackson?
It is not Mike Jackson.
Oh, he's not that bad.
Okay. So everybody got. Oh man, Papa Chuck.
Damn,
Papa
Chuck is on fire. That's two.
That's two. He was right, man. All these guys know Wolf tickets. Everybody got that one quick. So everybody, these are legit fans, because you can tell, because just to know that without having to look it up. BCS Express, everyone, man. Papa Chuck, second winning bet. Look at everybody got him. Everyone got him, dude. That was quick. All right, Papa Chuck. You know the deal. Hit me up on my Instagram or on Twitter if you want, and give me your address and stuff. I'll be sending you out a shirt. When you get it, you have to take a picture, post it to Twitter or something for me, and let me know what size you need. But yeah, man, Papa Chuck knows his stuff. And dude, everybody, next Friday night, we're gonna do the pay-per-view show before, instead of doing it, our live pay-per-view show up until the fight starts, since it's an early card. We're gonna do it the night before on Friday night at 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern, and we're gonna have a couple really good guests on there. Show up for that show, because we're gonna have a couple giveaways. We might have 3 or 4 giveaways on that card. We've been waiting for this for a long time, so definitely show up next Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Everybody, also on Friday, I'm gonna start a new thing. I'm gonna be putting on my best bets, but then I'm also gonna do like an hour live show after the weigh-ins and just talk about what happened with the weigh-ins, see if we seen anything, and just sit and bull crap with people, and talk about the fights coming up. And I'm gonna see if anybody else seen anything that I didn't see during the weigh-ins, and maybe we can figure out some really good bets based off that. I know this week's going to be, the first one's going to be fun, because I'm going to be looking at what Cub Swanson's doing. A couple other weigh-ins, I'm sure there might be some drama with the Charlie Oliveira weigh-in. So we'll just do a live show, and just everybody can talk and have fun, man. Saba said Misha getting rocked after round 1, 100%, 100%. Saba said I won for sure. Was Papa Chuck was the first one, right? Yeah, yo. That was man. Papa Chuck is the winner. He's a contest winner. I told him I was telling him, Johnny, about next Friday for the UFC 280 pre-show. So get there, because there's gonna be some giveaways.
Oh yeah, I got like 4, maybe not 4, maybe like at least 2, maybe 3, if I feel generous. If we get 50 people in the live stream, I'll do 4. How about that?
4, nice. And I'm gonna do at least 2. So I mean, that's gonna be it's gonna be Oprah next Friday.
I know, right?
You get a shirt, you get a card. So everybody show up, man.
I'm excited for it. I think everyone else is too. I got some good cards. There's a lot of great fights, a lot of great fighters. I got a lot of cards of all these guys. So I'm gonna start pumping them out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. It might be 2-3 hour show that night.
It's gonna be insane.
It's gonna be fun. And by that time it'll be after the weigh-ins and everything, so we'll be able to talk about the weigh-ins. That's gonna be a good show.
We can do a deep dive on Friday night.
Yeah, Dev said, let's see, went for a piss and missed it.
Oh no. Well, we're gonna have like 6 giveaways maybe on Friday or next Friday, so
yeah. Dev said how Cub didn't talk today. That was super weird. Yeah, I think he's trying to save spit. He could cut down to 135 for real,
dude,
man.
I'm like legit scared for him, in that fight because of that.
Oh, I see. Saba, I see what you're saying. He was going to be the 190% deaf. Yep. Dan, Daniel, what's up, peeps? What's up, Daniel, man?
What's up,
Appreciate
Dan?
you coming out, dude, and hanging out for sure. I'm in there. That's what Carlos said. The one and only. What's up, man? Appreciate you showing up. He said, Johnny, please tell me you got my boy Diego Silva winning this week at LFA.
I will be honest. I didn't even look at the card, but I'm going to say yes. How about that?
Under 2.5. Send it. That's what Effie said. Under 2.5. UFC trying to get bets to come in on Swanson. The bookies definitely might want that.
Yeah, a lot of money's coming in on Martinez, but man, I bet you we'll get to that fight. It's man, I was going back and forth with that one a lot.
Here's another weird kind of sketchy fight, I guess. If I still have it in my shit. Where am I looking? 1 second. Well, I'm gonna let you start this one anyways. Brandon Davis versus Mana Martinez. Who do you like in this one?
Okay. So yeah, this is kind of a little sketchy fight, if you want to say, but I'm gonna go with Martinez. I'm just not really that impressed with Brandon Davis. I know he lost in his last fight against Batgarel. You know, he throws heat, but Mana Martinez does have pretty good boxing. He's kind of hittable. And I don't think Davis's wrestling is good enough like Ronnie Lawrence, what his wrestling is. So I don't think he's going to be able to take him down as much and keep him down. But even in that last fight with Ronnie Lawrence, like he looked really good in the third round. And I think that could happen in this fight. And I don't think Davis has maybe if you want to say cardio to go to be a strictly wrestling game plan here. So I like Martinez on the feet more so. I'm going to go with him to win. I said by decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a late second, third round knockout either. I think he's pretty tough too, Martinez. So
yeah,
I like Martinez. I'm not going to bet this fight. I think there's a lot of red flags, but I would lean Martinez pretty, I don't want to say comfortably, but not like a 50-50 fight. I like Martinez though.
Yeah, man. I'm with you. I think this is going to be a really close fight. Both these dudes are like middle, low level UFC type guys.
Yeah.
But Brandon Davis is really well rounded. They both are. But it's like you said, Brandon Davis slows down in that third round. Mana Martinez to me is going to be hitting harder. He's going to land the harder shots, and he has better cardio, in my opinion. So this is kind of like another, even though it's not low level, both these guys fall in the UFC. It's kind of low level, and these guys are really close. To me, as far as skills, but I would give Brandon Davis the wrestling advantage. So if he does, not like a major one, but I think he does have a wrestling advantage, so he'd be able to take it to the ground. So I'm going to take Mana Martinez by decision. That's another thing that I was looking at for this fight, man. I like the over in this fight. Both these dudes are super durable. I know Brandon Davis got knocked out last fight by Danaa Bakhtiyarov, but he just got hit with some big shots. He went 3 hard rounds of split decision with Giga Chikadze. So you know what I mean? He can take a shot. That was the first time he had gotten TKO'd. I think he's been submitted one other time in his career, but Brandon Davis is a tough mofo, dude. If he don't get stopped, he's going to be fighting hard that whole round, or whole fight, and both these dudes are. So, like I said, no bets on this fight. I do like the over, though, and I believe it's like minus 130 or something. I do like that over in this fight. I think both these dudes are really durable. You've seen what Mana was taking against Ronnie Lawrence. You've seen Davis. He's fought some tough dudes, you know, and went a long ways with him, especially the Giga fight. Impressed me. He really impressed me at the Giga fight. So I'm taking Mana Martinez, but no bets anywhere on this fight.
Yeah. The over is minus 135. I think it's over too. Like I can see a late finish, like third round knockout, maybe if Davis is gassed, but it's gonna be close though. I think I'm just going with I think Mana will win the later rounds. I think so. Rounds 2 and 3. I think he'll win by decision.
Yep. Riyadh said the best underdog besides Jacob. For me, it's Sam Hughes as a big underdog. She's not as big anymore. So if it's like plus 120, it's not really the best line for Hughes. I got her at plus 170, but I like Hughes and Malkoun. Them were my two, I bet.
Yeah, Hughes is good. A good underdog to bet. There's a couple other ones coming up we haven't talked about yet that could be potential live ones, or there's definitely one that might be just me. I might be on an island, but We'll talk about it later, though.
Yep. The one and only said, and nice to see you too, Cody. Nice to see you. Said, are you already selling merch? I'm gonna put some shirts and some stuff. But like I said, my girlfriend's going, like I had these made and they're like professionally made, like a girl at work, like her mom's got the machine and stuff and made them and stuff. But before I sell them, I want to make sure that they're like the most perfect ones. But I bought these shirts like for her to do it, and they're super thick, nice shirts. These will last forever. But yeah, I will be here soon. I want to get some stuff. I want to see some people wearing my stuff, dude. That
for sure, man. Cool. I'm gonna grab one too once you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a shirt actually too. So
I live in Belgium though.
Yeah, I got the $800 shipping. Dirty Red said, I'm on Islam. Never called round one though.
All right, get out of here, Dirty Red.
Dirty Red.
Why aren't you taking? Hey, why aren't you taking the underdog? Why aren't you taking the underdog? Always on that favorite, son.
Dirty Red.
Just messing with him, man. Just messing.
Wolf Ticket said, avoid this fight at all costs.
It's tough.
One. Yeah. What up, Wolf Tickets? Yeah. I'm glad Wolf Tickets comes in and hangs out. We get so many smart people in here, dude. Dirty Reds, Effie, everybody. I mean, Papa Chuck, everybody in here. Everybody in here.
Tons of great minds. Tons.
Yep, no love. The one and only. Everybody's coming in here with good conversation. I love it. Carlos said Martinez by decision all day. Super close though.
That's what I would do.
Reg said mana on my parlay. I don't hate it. And you're getting a good line there too.
I think this is like one of the better value favorites, if you want to say. Yeah, minus like 150 range. I think this is one of the better favorites to back if you want to back like a value favorite, not like a big like heavy favorite.
Right. Yep. No love. I crushed Grasso for the win. Yep. I'm with you. I bet her big. The one and only bet. I'll be planning to buy one. I appreciate that. That's awesome. That is awesome. I can't wait to get all these done. Like I said, I want to make some sweatshirts and everything. I'm gonna grab one of these in a second, show you guys what they look like, just if you haven't seen them. The next fight, I'm gonna let you start this one. This one's easy. Right. Misha Cirkonov versus Menifield.
Yeah, this one's gonna be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're gonna go. Well, I'm gonna go with Alonzo Menifield here. I cannot trust Misha at this level. He's let me get to him real quick. I think he's 38, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. He's 35 years old. He lost his last 3 in a row. 4 out of 5. 1, 2, 3 have been by finish. He's got his chin is so bad. He's got no cardio. I know Menifield fought that like Ukrainian guy who lied about his record and stuff, but if he fights like that in this fight's going to be over in 3 minutes. Easy. And that's how I see it. He just needs one shot to the face and Misha's going down. Like he'll quit. He's going down and maybe ground and pound to finish it up. Call it a day. Easy peasy. We done. We win. Done.
I love it. That's
first round knockout. First round knockout. I'm going with it.
Yeah, man, that's what's gonna happen, dude. If you see Misha Cirkonov, he's lost 6 fights out of his last 8. He's 2-6. Out of them 6 losses, 5 are getting finished. All 5 of them losses that he got finished in come in under that round and a half. So that's the way he loses. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like 5 out of 6 times is getting finished under that round and a half. Alonzo Menifield has what do we got? He got 12 wins. And he's got 11 of them wins by finish. Wait, hold on. He's got 12 wins, 11 are by finish, and 10 of them are in the first round. So, I mean, that's what he does. He knocks people out, and Misha Cirkonov gets knocked out in the first round. I know Misha Cirkonov obviously has his chance to win with submissions. He's got decent wrestling and good submissions, but Alonzo Menifield's super strong, super durable, and he's got an 83% takedown defense. So, I don't think that Cirkonov is getting this fight to the ground before Menifield takes off on him, just like Ryan Spann did, just like Johnny Walker did, Volkan Oezdemir did. Glover got him to the ground and pounded him out in like 2 minutes. Great hammer, terrible nail. And these are the people, the big explosive, fast, explosive guys are the ones that take Misha out every time. Not only that, but Misha's coming back up after a failed stint at 185. So how much is he going to come back up and be that big and bulked up at 205? You know what I mean? He obviously got way skinny, so he's not going to come back that big. Third, last final point is Misha Cirkonov is left-handed, and he does not have a left tricep. He's missing like 2/3 of his tricep. I've heard from atrophy, and then he lost some of it from that. And I heard it was from a car accident that had given him like some nerve damage. So nothing's going in his favor. So I bet the under 1.5 at -105. I bet 2.65 units to win 2.5. Love that bet. And then I also have Menifield parlayed with Henry. I love that bet. That feels like my safest parlay of the card. I like Taira and all them guys too, but they're fighting super, super tough guys.
Misha's not tough.
Is the opposite of that. You see him if you're getting beat by Wellington Turman at 185, dude, you're not coming up to 205 and beating up freaking a crazy explosive dude like Alonzo Menifield. And Cirkonov, like I said, going down to that 185, what's he going to be coming back to at like 210? Where before, earlier in his career, he used to be real thick. He used to be a big dude for 205, but not no more. So we both on Menifield in the under 1.5.
Yeah, I got I actually have a bet on Menifield by finish at -110. I put just 1.1 units to win in 1 unit. I think that's gonna hit. Like I'm going heavy on this fight. I got like probably like 3.5, 3.6 units on this fight alone, and I think it's easy money on this fight, to be honest. Alonzo Menifield at -110 by finish. I think you can get the knockout at +100, but I just took the extra. I mean, it's like -10, so might as well just do finish.
Yeah, I mean, like at the under 1.5 at -105, you get both fighters too, just in case.
True.
You know what I mean? Menifield slips and falls, and Misha Cirkonov.
Or if like Menifield shoots for a takedown for some stupid reason, and then he wraps up a guillotine or something.
If he does, then he deserves.
Exactly.
He does. Better not.
He won't, but I'm just saying.
Right. You never know.
You've seen stupider things.
Way stupider, like Ode Osborne. If Cub looks good on the scales, he may starch Martinez. That's what I'm feeling like. This isn't GTD. Menifield to win early via damage. Definitely. Carlos said, I bet Menifield money line in a parlay and also bet the under 1.5 at -110 because Cirkonov is kids trash and is on a bad losing streak. Yeah, he's and then they didn't do him no favors by bringing him back to 205 and putting him in there with a dude that wants to knock your head.
No, I think this is his last fight in the UFC.
Bunny Hunter said, I'm going to UFC Orlando, going to try to get Christy Blair's number like them blinds. I feel you on that.
There you go.
Let me know.
Nice.
Let me know how that goes. DCS said Cirkonov moving up in weight equals red flag.
100% red flag.
Here's our boy Broke Bets Lane and his boys in the building. Everybody go check out his stuff on Instagram and YouTube, man. They do good videos, got good picks every week. Says, I agree, a couple have the better boxing. I bet him by finish only. So if the fight goes to decision, the bet will be void. That's a good bet.
Good bet. That's how he wins.
Like said, got to check them scales. Dirty Reg, I'm seeing way too much love on the under 1.5 here. I think I'll fade the public and that it'll go over 1.5 even money. I do have Menifield winning, no doubt though. So like, what do you think that like they just like clinch up against the how do you see these dudes that like Menifield's finished 11 out of 12 wins in the first round? And then
I just
like
the one thing I really like
have to be some grappling because Cirkonov ain't gonna last 3 punches to the face from Menifield. You see he kind of gives up. You see what Span did to him. But if they do some grappling, definitely. If Menifield tries some grappling, doesn't get choked out, it could go over.
Yeah, I could say like the only maybe if Misha gets him down or if Menifield just goes for takedowns and just stays safe on top, maybe. But on the feet, like it's not. No, there's no way. No. I can't see it. Not in my head.
even if they go to the ground and Misha can't do nothing, if Misha's on his back, dude, Menifield's gonna pound him out on the ground too.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I don't mind anybody taking the over in that fight if it was like plus 170. Like that's a good stab, but that's what the line should be. This line should be like minus 175, 200 range for the under. So if people want to take a stab on the over at that price, great bet. But I don't know about like a pick 'em. Like, I mean, all signs point to under, but I mean, it could hit. I'm not saying it's a bad bet either, but I just favor the under at the odds that they're at right now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Dylan, everyone is sleeping on my boy Mike Jackson. The dude is a murderer. You heard it here first. Maybe.
Well, this could be the fight where he's a murderer. So I want to see it. It could happen though.
Yeah, Bunny Hunter said, I'm thinking of betting Alonzo straight up. I like that. Mix him with Henry. Henry's a lock too.
Yeah.
I got 300s unders and Henry 4-fight parlay. I like that. I like the
Like
over
it.
unders on it's just my thing. So I like that.
I got a lot of
Dirty
over
Red,
unders in this fight or this card.
Dirty Red said I got Menifield money line and a parlay already. I like
There you
that.
go.
Artuto said, "Have you guys given your Islam versus Olives pick?" No, but we're both on Olives heavily.
I will tell you olives.
Yeah, Derek is
Early and often.
Yes. My fight, Derek said, my fight finish algorithm was 100% on the last card. This time it says Cirkonov, Menifield, and Wright Todorovic will end my finish. I like that.
Will it be under 1.5 for both?
Just
better, you're right.
Islam by decision. Okay.
Get out.
Could definitely happen though.
Get out.
I'm joking. Dirty Red said, just wishing Sir can hang on like a hubcap. He might be able to, man.
He might be able to hang on to the second round, and I think he's done. Like, he's got nothing left after the first. Like, he's got 5 minutes to try to make something happen.
More like 2. He guessed against Steven.
Yeah. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. 5 minutes.
Yep. The one and only says, so far I played Tatsuro with Kaio for 280. Seems like a decent parlay. I love it.
I like it.
I like both of them.
I love Kaio.
I did tape, and yes, I'm all over it.
I'm all
first,
over
I didn't
Kaio.
think I was going to be. I'm like, man. But then when I watched it, yeah.
All over. All over it.
Right. Red said sometimes weird stuff happens. It definitely could. I mean, it could go. You never know. Wolf Ticket said, I got this under parlay, but if this goes to decision, I would still laugh my ass off. I would freaking be shocked.
Yeah, I would be like, it would probably be like the top 2 of my shocked list of 2022 of like things that you just never would see happen.
Right. Don't Menifield trains with Span, right? I think they train together. So I'd hope Span would be like, here, this is what you do. Just go.
Menifield is at Fortis.
I think they're both. Span, where's Span out of? He don't train at Fortis.
I mean, look. Yeah, Fortis.
So they know they got this down for old Misha with these big heavy-handed dudes coming in just.
He also goes to some Muay Thai. It's Sykeson's Muay Thai. I don't know what that is. I never heard of that one. It's out of California. In California.
Got you. Yeah, he's from California.
Okay.
I think it was Alonzo's last fight or second to last fight that he was pacing himself. Yeah, against Ed Herman. That's why I think it goes to a decision or maybe knockout. Yeah, but Ed Herman's so freaking durable, though. He made some big shots that I don't know if Cirkonov could have taken that first, especially in that first round.
Yeah, and then I think Menifield knows like Misha's chin is suspect and ripe for the picking. Let's put it that way. He's not gonna pace himself. I mean, he's not gonna be foolish, but he's not gonna be like, all right, I'm scared, I'm gonna get knocked out. This guy's not getting knocked out. On the feet, he's fine. He doesn't have nothing to worry on the feet. Now on the ground, he's got to be worried.
Yep. BCS Express said Menifield said today he's going for the first round finish. Cirkonov said he expects Menifield to go for the first round finish, and
there we go. There's the under right there. Yep. Put your bets in, boys.
Yep. Misha gonna pull guard and get pounded into that, but I hope not. Border Rage, what's up? Thanks for joining us. I love your walk, Cody. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I like that. I like your name. You got a crazy name. Dylan Hines said I was playing on that one, but Charles Oliveira is going to mop the floor with Islam. I got 5K on his money line. Let's go.
There we go. 5 units on his money line. That's what I'm gonna get 5 units on that money line too.
I like it.
Maybe even more. Maybe a finish. I don't know. We'll see what the odds are.
Mario Fights. What's up, Mario? Thanks for joining us. He says, who knows, due to the large percentage of money on the under 1.5, UFC may offer incentives to evade. And they're in a small cage. That's another thing.
Small cage. Apex.
Small cage this weekend. I forgot to add that swayed my thing again. But yeah, I hope not. And you never know, though, because the way bets go.
I just can't see it, man.
I was looking at that. I did that tape study too. I was kind of liking Brady in that fight with Bilal.
Brady and Bilal.
It's so crazy.
It's so close. I really like, if we're going to talk about it real quick, I really like Bilal's fight IQ. I think it's like through the roof. He actually overperforms like his physical abilities because like he knows when and when not to do certain things. It's crazy. And like, I just can't bet against Bilal. So I either will bet Bilal or I will not bet the fight. Because every time I bet against him, he wins. And every time I bet him, he wins. So
yes, he's been killing me. He's been killing me. All right, boys. Next fight is Dusko Todorovic versus Jordan Wright, and I am taking Dusko Todorovic to get the ground and pound in either the first round or early second. I would say in the first round. I'd say if he's smart, he gets in there, tries to get the clinch, and get the takedown. He's got mean ground and pound. You see it against Daquan Townsend. You see it against Maki Pitolo. I ain't spending much time on this. I really do think Dusko, and he could get caught. I like the under 1.5 a lot in this fight. I didn't bet it or anything, but I do like Dusko to get the ground and pound finish in that first round.
Same. Next.
Right? Because I mean, it's either Jordan Wright gets a crazy clinch knockout with some elbows or some knees, or Dusko wears on him, gets down to finish him. But either way, I mean, if you're getting finished by Marco Antonio Barrio in 2 minutes, I believe Dusko can do the same.
Yeah. No, but I think Dusko has like the wrestling ability. So if Jordan Wright comes in hot like he likes to, Dusko can get that takedown, get in full mount real quick, and then just end it. Like we've seen him do it like a couple times in the UFC, and I know both guys don't have great chins, but I like Dusko's chin better than Jordan Wright's. I'll tell you that. So give me Dusko here, ground and pound knockout first round, maybe even under a half a round. I'm not gonna lie, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
Wright's gonna come in hot. I know he is, and then Dusko's gonna get that takedown, and it's gonna be over.
Them first 2 minutes are going to be super, super live. That's for sure. But I betting that under is a good bet. Just my thing said, who is the guy showing me the middle finger on your wall? Stone Cold Steve Austin, baby. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Bilal has been training with Khabib. I did see that too.
His wrestling is good, dude. Like it
is, yeah. Yeah, both them guys got good wrestling. That's going to be such a good fight. That might be just one to the only thing that in my take
maybe study, the over is the play.
Yeah, I seen they was both pretty even on striking and on wrestling, and then you got Brady who beat Craig Jones in jiu-jitsu. So he's got the jiu-jitsu advantage. So I would say if anybody's winning in any aspect on the attribute stuff, I would or like the skills, I would have to give just the BJJ to Brady, which is
but then would you give the fight IQ to Bilal or Brady?
Both, but I like Bilal. Like you said, I like how he knows how to win and go for it, dude. And he
knows what to do and what not to do. Like I'm not saying Brady is like dumb, but Bilal's like fight IQ is like through the roof. It's like he just overperforms. Like I don't know how he does it.
Yeah,
but I'm not betting against him.
Effie said Dusko got a crazy shaped head and he parlayed him. CJ said this fight's not going the distance. James, he said, we think Royval may be another barking dog on this card. Definitely.
My heart says so too.
Yep. Effie said a lot of violent spots on this card.
Yep.
James, we like Dusko also. Yep. Dirty Reg, how can you call this fight a landslide? Either could get starched early. I'm free picking Beverly Hills Ninja. Wouldn't bet either guy though. Yeah, I can't blame. I didn't bet this fight at all. Here's our boy Pink Floyd. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say the only bet I have is the under 1.5. I don't have like Dusko or anything like that. I just got the under.
I like this under more than the Mike Jackson one. Even I trust it more.
100%.
Yep. Oh, Pink Floyd said wasn't going to bet this fight, but my app had Wright inside the distance plus 550, and if he wins, he's definitely doing it inside the distance. So I love that. That's a good bet.
Good stab. Might as well.
Yeah, BCS Express said Bilal's been training with guys better than Sean lately. Yeah, with Islam and all them guys. But Sean is world class. But yeah, that's Bilal's doing it right. He definitely, I heard he's been training in Dubai with all of Khabib's boys. Papa Chuck, Bilal will sting the body. Brady will hurt. Brady broke his nose in the Chiesa fight. He has some dog in him for sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't get 16, 17, 18-0 without it.
I don't see a finish in that fight.
No, Brady gassed before also. Yeah, he slowed down a little bit against the one, the Austrian Superboy a little bit, and even against Court McGee. Okay, let's get to this next fight real quick where we have Askarov versus Brandon Royval. Who you got in this one?
Oh, this is a very awesome fight. My heart wants to pick Royval so bad, but my head's like, I'm going to go with Askarov. I just think he's more technically sound as a fighter. He's not wild. He's very composed. He knows what to do. But man, like someone said earlier, like Royval is live for a finish, for an upset, whatever you want to say. He's just super wild. He's super crazy. He's aggressive. He can wrap up submissions really quick when he's off his back, which I do think a lot of this fight will play out like that. So Askarov is going to be playing with fire a bit. Man, it's so close, but I just keep going back to Askarov being just more like composed and technically sound. He's not super wild. He's not aggressive. He knows what to do. And Royval is just a little bit too wild for this. I think it's kind of a little bad matchup, but I'm not going to say he's not, like he has no chance. Like I really want to bet Royval by finish because I think that's his only way he wins this fight. Otherwise, Askarov will win by decision. So I'm going to go with Askarov, but like it's not a like confident bet. I really like Royval to win, to potentially win. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Yeah. I thought I was going to be looking at it like that too, coming into it. Watching tape, man, I really like Askarov, man. Watching Askarov against Pantoja on the ground, staying safe. Pantoja was trying to throw everything in but the kitchen sink at him, dude, and he stayed safe in that. Showed good striking against Pantoja, showed better cardio against Pantoja. His fight with Brandon Moreno was super good on the ground. I mean, Brandon Royval has a terrible takedown defense, so he's going to get taken down at will. And I do like his jiu-jitsu against certain guys, but like even Rogerio Bontoran was able to completely pretty much shut him down until like 2.5 minutes left in that third round. And I just like Askarov, man. I think he's got good enough striking to be able to stay and not get knocked out by Royval, which Royval does have a chance to knock him out. His knees, his crazy head kicks and all that.
Elbows, spinning, all that stuff.
Yeah, legit submissions. But what I seen from Pantoja, what he was able to do, what Moreno was able to do, and what Bontoran was able to do, all three of them guys were able to control him on the ground and beat him up on the ground a little bit. And I mean, the two got the finish. You know what I mean? Moreno and I mean, he hurt his arm against Moreno,
Doctor
Moreno
whatever.
was dominating him that whole round before that happened. So give me Askarov. I'm going to take him by decision. He's got a lot of decisions in the UFC, but he had a lot of finishes before he got to the UFC. And Brandon Royval goes super hard and sometimes slows down himself like he did against Pantoja. So maybe Askarov gets a third round finish, but I'm taking Askarov by decision or third round finish.
That's what I got too. But like I said, I'm just like, my heart just really wants to like throw a little bit of like a sprinkle bet on like Royval by finish, or maybe even like the Royval finish only bet, like money line. So if Askarov wins by decision, like I get my money back, something like that.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, have a little safety net there. Wolf Ticket said Askarov is probably the best flyweight in the world, and he definitely
he's up there. You know who I think the best flyweight is?
Pantoja.
Yep.
He's a beast, dude.
He's a killer, dude. I think he's fucking good.
Oh yeah, I just love his style.
Yeah, maybe that's why. But I like Royval's style too. But I just don't think he's the best.
Pike said Askarov under 2.5 rounds. I was kind of liking that because that's Royval's kind of win condition, and then Askarov also, like I said, he's got a couple different submissions and stuff himself. So, I was actually looking at the under on that too. That's where
under's not a bad play. I think it's still like plus money. I think it's plus 100, plus 110 range.
Carlos said, I got Askarov on one of my parlays at minus 190 as wrestling will be too much for Royval. Yeah, but everybody's going to be sweating it that whole time because Royval is super dangerous. So yeah, Wolf Ticket said a Pike, if Royval gasses again, he can get finished late. Yep. And plus, I mean, dude, Askarov hits kind of hard too. I mean, you seen Royval get dropped against Snell and some other people, so you never know. But
Royval will have the reach advantage too. He's going to be a little bit taller as well. So it's a really great fight. I really just want to watch it just as a fan, like I said, and just root for Royval. Royval is one of my favorite fighters to watch. So
I love him. Love that kid. His is a tough matchup.
It's hard not to root for him.
Yeah, it sucks at that one, the flyweight division, because literally that division's stacked. Like as soon as you get in there, you're already almost in the top 10 or 15. And then there's a lot of killers in that top 10 or 15 already. So like you don't get no easy matches at 125 whatsoever. And there's people. What was the one dude? Ode knocked him out. A couple people knocked him out. Tall, skinny Mexican dude at 125. I forget his name, but he skipped Merck.
Oh, is it not Pavaya?
No.
I'm trying to think of.
He was in for like three fights. He got knocked out by Master Z.
Oh, I don't
tall, skinny
remember.
Mexican dude. He was tough. He just couldn't take a punch. He
Yeah.
Davidson Figueiredo's brother got. But next fight though is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Jonathan Martinez versus Cub Swanson, and this is a lot of this breakdown. Everything's going to be based off of these weigh-ins. But honestly, I pick Cub. I like Cub here. If he looks terrible at weigh-ins, the pick can change. But I think that Jonathan Martinez has leg kicks, really good, powerful leg kicks, decent head kicks, and decent boxing. But Cub Swanson, I mean, he dealt with harder leg kicks against Daniel Pineda in that fight, and he knew how to counter him when somebody throws a leg kick, and that's why Martinez gets dropped a lot in his fights, because he throws naked leg kicks and gets punched right in the face when he's doing it. And that's what you do when somebody throws a leg kick like that. You take off with your hands on them, because you know what I mean. It's hard to block your face and throw a head kick, or a leg kick. So he was doing that to Pineda, and Cub Swanson hits hard, man. So. And he's looked great in his last couple fights. And the Giga fight was whatever. But against Pineda, against Elkins, and yeah, they were older and stuff, but still, man, I would take freaking Elkins over Jonathan Martinez to this day right now. I mean, granted, they're different weight classes, but I think he survives on leg kicks and wrestles Martinez down a little bit. But I'm going to take Cub here. He's a more well-rounded fighter, and as long as this weight cut doesn't kill him, I mean, he's definitely got the better grappling, definitely got the better wrestling, and he hits way harder. So I think that he really only has to game plan for them leg kicks of Jonathan Martinez and a little bit of boxing. But Jonathan Martinez, the thing that gets me is he's not a finisher. You know what I mean? He doesn't finish anybody. So regardless, he's going 3 hard rounds with Cub Swanson, who is a finisher, who hits hard. He's got wins over Poirier and all these people. So give me Swanson, man. I think that he can catch Martinez. Like, you see Martinez get dropped against Alejandro Perez. Andre Sukumtao dropped him 2 times. He got knocked out by David Grant. So all them dudes, man, are way below Cub Swanson. So as long as this weight cut don't kill Swanson, I got Swanson.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. But I'm gonna go with Martinez because I am scared of the weight cut. I don't change my pick, so it is what it is. When I do my video, if Cub Swanson looks great, I'm gonna regret my pick. But if he looks bad, I'm gonna love it. So, but like you said, leg kicks, I think Martinez can use them early and often. It'll slow down Cub Swanson's boxing a little bit. And then I just don't know what the cardio is going to be too. Even if he does look great on the scales too, what's Cub Swanson's cardio going to look like? He's not known for bad cardio by any means, but you don't know after going down to bantamweight. This is going to be I just don't know. Who knows? Maybe his chin's going to be a little bit weaker than usual too. Maybe Martinez can get that knockout. It's just a lot of red flags here for me, and then more so on the Cub Swanson side, which is why I went Martinez here. But I could be wrong, and I'll be okay with it. I'm not betting this fight. I got nothing because, like I said, too many red flags. I don't like Martinez at the price at -200, and I think it's still going up, which I don't even like it more. But Cub Swanson's a good dog pick. If he looks good on the scales, like, I don't blame anybody for doing like -170 range now.
Right, because if he looks good on scales, like Cub Swanson's the better fighter. You know what I mean? Like but it's like dropping down a weight class when you're this older usually don't go well. Wasn't good for Aldo. I mean, but he wasn't that old. Aldo was like
true.
22, so.
Yeah, Cub Swanson's 38 too. That's another thing. He's 38 years old. Like, it's a lot of red flags on the Cub Swanson side. I know he's good. I know he's got power in his hands. He's got good cardio, but everything is just like up in the air, and it's too much up in the air for me to pick him right now. But if he looks good on the scales, he doesn't look like he's dying, he might do good. I don't know.
Broke Bet said apparently Cub has been preparing for this cut for like 5 months or something. So hopefully he's healthy. Yeah.
True. We just don't know. We just don't know. That's the thing.
Yep. Carlos said, let me Jonathan Martinez here by decision. Just can't count on almost 39-year-old Swanson. If this is 5 years ago, it'd be Swanson all day.
I mean, yeah, for sure. And he's got a lot of miles too. You know what I mean? Like, he's been in a lot of fights, been a lot of wars, if you want to say. Martinez is chinny though, and that's another thing too with Martinez. It's a really hard fight to predict with all the unknowns, if you want to say.
Yep. Yeah. Like if Martinez was coming up to 145, it'd be a lot easier to just say.
I would pick Swanson all day.
Yeah. Broke Bet said Jonathan Martinez might try that Giga liver kick on him, though. Southpaw versus Orthodox. He's got good kicks, man. Martinez, he just doesn't set him up good enough for me, and that's why he always gets caught with his punches, dude. And that left hook, he can't stop a left hook. And that's what Pineda, I mean, dude, Swanson was busting Pineda up. If you watch that fight, like that's a blueprint of this. And Pineda's kicking hard, man. It's Cub early or Martinez late. I side with Martinez late.
I agree with that, Dirty Reg. I think it's Cub early knockout, or it's going to be Martinez late finish or decision.
Yeah, BCS guys dropping weight, typically not a good outcome. Garbrandt, Dan
There's
Hooker,
a lot of people.
A lot of people, Dan Hooker, all them guys kind of lose their chin. But that's the thing is, like,
I mean,
Martinez
we can go
really,
with a lower. We can go with a lower level fighter in Kevin Kroom.
Right.
Like
There's
he looked
lot.
like awful.
Yeah, he's usually durable as they come. He took like
Yep.
what, 2 shots?
2 shots, and he was like wobbled.
Yeah. Devin Haney by decision -188 and Haney -350. I like that. I love that Devin Haney by decision. He really, I mean, he won every round against Gambosis last fight. So I like that. All right, y'all. It's time for the main event.
Oh shit.
Women's flyweight division. We got Alexa Grasso versus Vivian Araujo. Who started that last one?
I think you did.
Okay, I'll let you start this one.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Grasso versus Araujo. Who do you got?
Yeah. I like Grasso here a lot. I think she's going to be the better technical striker. She's got good, BJJ. And if Vivian wants to try to go for the takedowns, if she gets taken down, I think she can get back up eventually. Vivian's known for her cardio issues in after the second round, if you want to say. This is a 5-round fight. I think Grasso will definitely win rounds 4 and 5. So she just has to win one of those rounds between 1 and 3. To me, I think this will. I think this will go the distance. I don't think like Vivian will completely gas out and just give up, if you want to say. But Grasso does. I mean, she's got some power in her hands. She can get a submission if it gets on the ground or if she goes for takedowns, which I don't think. But yeah, I like Grasso a lot here. I don't have a bet on this fight. I wanted to, but I'm staying away from women's MMA. I'm following my code of conduct unless I want to do the over. And I don't like betting over 4.5 in the main events. I don't like it. I think it's just weird, even though it probably happens more so than not, in especially women's main events. So give me Grasso here, though. I'm going to say by decision.
Okay. I like that. I'm with you, man. Vivian Araujo, great athletic, explosive fighter, good striking, pretty good wrestling, pretty good jiu-jitsu and all that, good control. You've seen her last fight with Andrea Lee, but Andrea Lee has terrible ground game.
Yeah.
Alexa Grasso has looked phenomenal at 125. She always looked good at 115. She was always a prospect. She came to the UFC basically a straight boxer, and has improved her game so much, man. She looks really good at 125. She looks really strong. Macy Barber's a big, strong 125er, and she was beating her up in the clinch. She was able to, I believe she landed her own takedowns or swept Macy Barber, because at one point she almost armbarred Macy Barber, and the other point she was on top of Macy Barber and almost arm triangled her. Like her BJJ has looked phenomenal lately. You've seen her get the rear naked choke over at Calderwood, and her striking's phenomenal. Her boxing's phenomenal. She's going to have 1 inch of height reach, or 1 inch of height here. So she may be the bigger girl, but I think that she's going to be able to defend the takedowns of Grasso. I mean, she looked really good against Macy Barber defending them takedowns. And I think she's going to be able to defend most of the shots from Araujo. And then in the striking, it's going to be pretty even in the first couple rounds, but I would still favor, Grasso striking, because if you watch Araujo versus Jessica Ai, even in the first round when Araujo is fast, explosive like she is, she was doing good. But in the second round, when she slowed down and got down to Jessica Ai's pace, that's when Jessica Ai was able to take over. But Alexa Grasso starts off explosive and fast in her striking too. So I could see Alexa Grasso. Like, I know a lot of people probably think that what's her name's going to win the first 2 rounds and Alexa Grasso will take the last 3. But I think Alexa Grasso could win almost every round of this fight.
Yeah, she could.
She could actually take Vivian Araujo down. And I'm going to take Grasso. I'm going to take her by the 5th round sub. Because we know Araujo has gas tank issues. It's not like she gasses out and just gives up, but she slows down in every fight. Even her win against Montana De La Rosa. By the end of the second, Montana started taking over, and in the third, Montana was even like styling on her standing up. Like, I don't know if she thought she was going to win or what, but Yeah, man, Araujo slows down so much. So in a 5 round, if this was a 3 round fight, the line would
It'd
be
be
closer.
closer, yeah.
It would still be Grasso as a favorite. But in a 5 round fight, dude, I got to favor Grasso. How she's looked really good, thick at 125. Her grapplings look phenomenal. I think she's gonna have better striking, better boxing than Araujo. So you seen Araujo get dropped by Andrea Lee in that last fight. So yeah, give me Alexa Grasso, and I bet her big. I'll bet 3.6 units to win 2. I got her at minus 180. I thought that was a great line, so I jumped
That's a
all
good
over it.
line.
Yep.
Yeah, she's at like minus 215 right now. Like, I mean, if you want to throw her in a parlay, I wouldn't want to like just straight bet her though. But I was thinking about it, but I think I'm gonna stay away. I like her to win though. I'm not scared, but I just don't want to bet it.
Right. I like her as a parlay piece. Wolf tickets said if Araujo loses one of the first 3 rounds, she's not winning the fight. And I think
True.
she could get finished. And like I said, if you watch her against Trukagian, you know what I mean? She couldn't take her down. She couldn't take Jessica Eye down and hold her down. Like, so I don't think she's gonna take
But even so, if Vivian even if she does win the first 3 rounds, like she's probably trying as hard as she can to win those first 3 rounds. She might gas out in the 4th or 5th and get finished.
Well, she lost the 3rd round she lost the 3rd round to almost every girl she's fought except Andrea Lee recently. But Andrea Lee was so gassed for some reason after a round and a half of grappling that she was in her corner like, I can't breathe. I don't know. So
I'm never betting Andrea Lee again.
yeah. Jane Snavely going with Grasso over 2.5 rounds. I like that one, Jen.
That's safe.
Yep. Carlos, I'm called this last week, and I'm going to some Grasso by finish, and I got her in one of my parlays. Araujo gasses and gets finished. Bank on it. I like that.
I can see that.
John Martinez leg kicks wouldn't do a thing to the liver of Trailer Park supervisor Jim Leahy, and that's a fact. That's a fact. And Randy wouldn't let that happen anyways, dude. Randy would be out there throwing 1-2s, bro, eating burgers when he was done putting Jonathan Martinez out. See old Ricky come running in from the back with the hockey stick. I see it all. I see it all. seen it a million times. Jenna Davis,
I can see it in my head.
Alexa looked good last time out. And she got plenty of 5-round fights. Yeah.
Well, yeah, she screwed us. She screwed us both her last time out in Columbus.
Yeah, because we had the under.
We had the over.
I mean, yeah, and she hit that under like a mofo. Wolf tickets, Grasso round 5 finishes like plus 2,200, and I like that. Ice Viking, what's up, man?
What's up, Ice?
He said, hey, what's up, boys? He said, I've been listening a while, driving, and couldn't comment. I got some funny looks from the car next to me when I was yelling Askarov at my phone during the trip. Give me a talk to text, huh? You next Friday, bro. Get on next Friday, Ice Viking. And
yep.
Jenna said, I heard the hell out of that, Johnny. Yep. Let's see. Congratulations to Papa Chuck on another win.
Papa Chuck is 2 for 2.
He's on it. He's like the radio station guy that's just ready to tell you he's got it, man.
He's got like 4 computers set up. He's just ready to
go. Pike, Grasso, late finish or decision? Yep, that's what I picked. Jenna agreed with Pike. James, Ice Viking, what's up, Viking? Papa Chuck, great show, dudes. Best of luck this week. Thanks. And Ice Viking. Yep. Thanks for showing up, Papa Chuck, as always. Like I said, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. I'll get you that shirt sent out. Jenna, Araujo is scary, though. She is for a round or 2. She's definitely scary. But I don't see her finishing Grasso. And
Grasso's tough.
Dude, Grasso's really good. Like, she's going to be possibly fighting for a title in that division coming up. And Vivian Araujo is 35 years old, like, what, a month and a half from 36, dude. So, and Grasso's 29 in her prime. So, and she's a little bit bigger too, I feel like. So I like all that.
I really like Grasso's boxing. I think it's really crisp. Like, it's really good. Like, technically sound. And then if you add in that BJJ, like she did in the last fight, like, shit, she's good. She's a contender.
Jenna said, nice pronunciation. I got that Araujo. I
got the worst pronunciation ever. I'm like Araujo.
Right? Araujo. James said, good luck everyone this weekend. Gonna start a new streak. You definitely are, James.
I gotta start a new one as well, like every week. I keep losing like 0.06 units or something like that. It's something stupid I lose. I'm like, are you serious?
It's basically just the big you're paying on stuff that's something minus 120 because you're probably going about even on the picks, and there's just that little bit.
It's funny. It's fine. I don't care.
Dylan said, John Martinez. Oh, shit. I went back. I went way back.
Are you going backwards?
I did go backwards. Oh, okay. James said another great show talking. Cheers, James and Amy. Thank you, James and Amy, or Jim.
Thanks for coming out, guys.
Yeah, they've been supporting us for like a year now. That's
forever,
awesome.
and they're really fucking good at betting.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Thinking the UFC made Grasso the main event because they really want her to win and know the fight. Yes, the 5 rounds favors her so
100%.
much. Are usually going to gas and get finished, I hope.
Yep.
If Cub can't make weight, then it's got to be Randy with no pants on versus Martinez. I want to see it, dude. I want to see it with a burger as the prize. Pink Floyd, 1 unit on Grass, 4-5 decision, minus 115, 0.1 unit on Viv, 1-2-3, round 1, 2, or 3, plus 1,000.
Damn.
It's a good hedge.
Very
Carlos,
good.
locks and dogs from y'all on this card. My locks, Menifield and the Menifield under and Henry. Dog, Malkoun, and Hughes, maybe Swanson.
Yeah, Henry for sure. I like Menifield as my lock. Looking real quick. I would say Grasso would be maybe close to a lock for me.
Let me get Baby Blood real quick.
Okay. And then for my underdogs, I mean Malkoun, for like a crazy one, I like Royval for an underdog. And maybe Hughes is a decent one. Man, if you want to put Jordan Wright, because he's got a puncher's chance. So, he's not my dog, but I think it's a good dog to back. Maybe Swanson too, depending on the weight scale or what he looks like on the scales. If he looks good, at plus 195 range, I think he's at. It's not a bad bet. Baby Blood. I'm doing a parlay with Baby Blood. Whatever she says, I'm doing it. Just like letting everybody know.
All right.
She's on fire.
Got to get back. Yeah, she picked Brandy Brown and Zion Yan for her parlay.
All right, Avery, give me some Baby Blood bets. Let's go.
Okay, Baby Blood. Who do you like, Jonathan Martinez or Cub Swanson? Cub Swanson. He's the underdog too, beauty. And then, you're good with the underdogs. Who you like, Alexa Grasso or Vivian Araujo? You picked 2 big underdogs. She picked Vivian Araujo. I don't like that. Dad put a bunch of money on Grasso.
Daddy, I picked 2 underdogs.
You did pick 2 underdogs. Good job. Give me mooches. Here.
All right. I'll do the Cub Swanson bet. I don't know about the Vivian though.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Baby Blood might not be right this week on that last.
Baby Blood's drinking a little too much milk right now.
Yeah. She's tired. She needs a nap.
I'm joking.
All right, man. Everybody, we appreciate everybody showing up. Jenna, Pike, Papa Chuck, Ice Viking, Carlos from CJP UFC Bets. Everybody, man. Dirty Reg. Who else do we have?
If you want to do some degenerate wrestling, WWE gambling, CJP knows his stuff. There it is. Bet that if you want to do it right now because the Lions are going to move.
Yep. Baby Blood, let's go. Jenna said, I appreciate, let's see, smart girl with the Viv. Dirty Reg, man.
Dirty Reg loves those underdogs.
Yeah. See, Carlos said, I can't tell that. Sorry, Baby Blood.
I know, I can't either. I was really thinking about it, but I'm like, I can't do that one.
I got about 360 on Grasso, girl. Come on. But
I want to bet Grasso, but I'm not doing it. So I'm definitely not betting Vivi.
Definitely. Everybody, appreciate you guys all hanging out with us again. Like we said, we'll be back next week on Johnny's channel, and then on Johnny's channel for the 280 show. Do not miss that. Appreciate it.
Get ready, boys and girls. Get ready. It's gonna be crazy. You know what? Wow. I'll even do giveaways on the Wednesday night and the Friday night. How about that? I'll split it up. I'll do like 2 and 2. Boom.
There you go. Next week is going to be live on these channels. So everybody come hang out. Appreciate all you guys, man. And good luck this weekend too if we don't get to talk to you anymore. But good luck, everybody. Yes. Appreciate you guys, and you guys all have a good night. See you guys. See you, Thomas, Dirty Reg, Bunny Hunter, all you guys, Jenna. See you guys, man.
I will. Okay.